Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is fishing vlog number 186, and this is my temporary home for my scuds. I've been doing a lot of fish tank cleaning out, so I've been cleaning out cultures and everything else, and I'm keeping as many in here as I can until I can get another tank going and get a full culture going again. And I have a little mystery on my hands. This little guy showed up in here, and I was kind of surprised. Not so much as what it is, because I'm pretty sure it is a baby garden-rye killifish, but how it got in here, I have no idea, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've been pulling out like scuds, but that's just some stuff out of mulm and a few small plants, but I don't think I took any out of a killifish tank. And anyway, there it is. I will raise him up just to see exactly what he is. Well, I'll raise him anyway, but I am kind of curious to see what he is. These are the Happ Borley fry, and they're doing really well. They're acclimating quite nicely to this tank. They're swimming around, eating quite well. I meant to take another bit of recording. This is before I fed, because they really fatten up quite a bit once you feed them, and they're, like I said, they're doing really well. But I didn't. Next week, hopefully I'll do that for you. This is what's left of the OB zebras, and what I mean by what's left is, we'll see in a few minutes. I moved all the potted plants out of here to give them room and also to bring the pH back up, because they are hard alkali water fish. I mean, they're tough. I mean, they'll take pretty much anything. But I want them to have optimal situations. There's about 8 to 10 in here. And the funny thing is, when I moved those pots over to the other side, I thought, wow, I thought maybe that larger fry was eating them all. But no, they're hiding in the gravel in these small pots. And out they popped. There's about another 8 or 9 or 10 in here. And after I finished doing all my recording, I moved all the fry into this tank. I know I said I was going to use this to raise up baby guppies, but for the moment it's going to be for the OB zebras until they get big enough that I can put them in another aquarium without having them stuck in these pots. And as you can see, the killies are still here, but Africans are very good at evading being eaten. They have to evade adult African cichlids, so killies don't really have a chance that way. Odd thing about those pots is one of them is not taking. I think that's the first time ever I've had red Luigia not take. I guess it has to happen eventually, but anyway, I will keep an eye on them and probably just repot it. These are 6 to 7 weeks older than those fry you saw, so you can see they grow really, really fast. I don't, unfortunately, keep dates on the tanks for when the fry are born. There's just way too many to keep track of. But I'm pretty sure 2 months topside, and actually they grow really fast. I pulled out all the baby Curbensis. They are now in a client's tank, nice big aquarium. They'll be perfectly fine in there. Because Mom was getting a little belligerent, and then I saw a few fry in here, and I figured I better take them out before I start having dead fish. But I don't know if they survived. I think maybe she got upset with the other competition and ended up eating them. I have a video coming up, probably later on this week, going to be about resurrection jars. And this is one of my cultures I've started. This is going to be, well, hopefully Paramecia and a few Cyclopses. I'm going to try and avoid Daphnia, but I think I saw a couple in there. I'll subculture until I get mostly pure Paramecia and Cyclopses, because that's what I would like to keep, and that's how I maintain them. I got 2 more in the back there, and that tank I'm looking over right now is where the baby gardener is and where the scuds are. The scuds will go into an aquarium. They do much better with filtration and more room, and of course more food. Can't really put a whole lot of food in that small tank. My plan is to clean this out a lot. I mean, I dumped a whole pile of things in here when I was doing more of the other tank cleaning, but this is coming up. Unfortunately, because of its size and shape and location, it's a perfect place to dump excess plants. And right now, I have no real room to put them anywhere else as I'm getting other stuff going. I've got rid of most of the duckweed. There's still 1 or 2 tanks. Every now and then it pops up a little bit in. Keeping an eye on it, of course, because I really do want to get rid of it completely. And like I said, that's a good spot for that, because if a bit of duckweed floats up, it's easy to spot and I can pull it out. Really need to divide this culture. This is a thriving tank of guppies, but I need to pull out a few. There's some there that are not desirable fin wise, body shape wise. And then again, I keep mentioning this, and I keep meaning to get to it. I want to subdivide this culture, get these tanks, get 2 of these tanks going, because I really like these fish. I did manage, when I did my last pruning, to pull out some of the fry that I had disturbed underneath all those plants, and I put them over into another aquarium. You'll see it at the end. They're doing really well in there, and that's one of the things I want to do going forward, is try and pull out a lot of fry out of those tanks so they grow up better. I get about 2 or 3 a month, leaving them with the parents. I do want a few more than that. These guys are doing really well in here, and these are the Gardneri, and one I'm going to leave them there about maybe another week, and I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to see how many fry hatch out of that. No idea why this tank got disturbed. I can't remember what I was doing at the time. It needs, obviously, to clean up a bit, but it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to show you the fact that there's very little duckweed now in here. The fry are all doing really well. Again, I want to put them over in that other aquarium, but I have to get rid of the OB zebras first. This is what that tank should look like, and what it does look like most of the time. And some nice fish in here. I definitely want to take a few trios and put them in their own aquariums, and again, just get more of a variety of guppies going. So there you go. No duckweed in there. I'm very happy about that. This whole row actually is really good. This is interesting. If you remember the last time I did this, I put in a much larger aquarium, I confined some hornwort with a bubbler, lots of water flow. It just doesn't do well. And I thought, well, 2 weeks in, it was fine. I think we're at the 3-week mark now, and you can see the tips are starting to turn white. That is basically what happened last time. You're going to see here in a second. It is quite bushy. It's not dying per se, but the tips are not growing well. So I'm going to leave this in for a little while longer. I don't expect it to thrive. It never did before in confinement. And you can see in the back, that's the hornwort. This is sitting there in the aquarium. Same water, same light, same everything except the bubbling aspect of it. And it's doing really well. No white tips on it. And anyway, that's interesting. Hornwort does not like being kept too confined, I guess. How it tells, I have no idea. So anyway, last cup's going to be of those baby platies. And the funny thing about it is, and this is something that I've noticed before, they're not purebreds. They're just platies. And they do throw off other colors. But the other colors don't survive. I assume they eat them. Who knows? But anyway, you can see one there on the left, and there's one right beside them. These are not tuxedos. So it's kind of neat. They're lovely fish. I'll raise them up and get more colonies going. And anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave comments. Let me know what you think about all this. And I'll see you in the next video. And bye for now.